Hello, good afternoon. My name is Inka Deshala, and actually, this was not a planned live video. I was just thinking, and I felt let me share this with you. For this 2021, we're entering rainy season. If you're planning to have a cassava farm or a maize farm, and you are not our regular hot farmer, you should better consider the security of your farm. What we have been going through in the rural side of lately is unprecedented, something that has never been happening before, and with a kind of boldness. Okay, let me tell you, 2 days ago, the cassava farm in the village where most of us planted cassava, you find out herdsmen come midnight. Initially, we thought they come around 7, 8 o'clock in the evening. So we set up guard to go and be watching it. The guard go there and maybe they will stay till like 9, 10, 11, then they'll come back home since they didn't see them. But by morning, 7 a.m., you get to the farm and you see that they've come. They come with cutlass and everything with their cattle. Then they uproot. Actually, I wrote sometimes ago when somebody said, what trees can I plant to guide my farm against others? And I said, there's nothing you can plant to guide your farm against others. Because why? To guide your farm against cattle. It is not the cattle that destroy your farm intentionally. It is the elders, the herdsmen. Those are the people I call elders. The herdsmen that believe. It's the herdsmen that believe they have a right to your farm. So they pick their cattle, they lead the cattle into your farm. When cattle are moving, they move along the road. The elders, the herdsmen enter, they check inside the place and they say, okay, this is cassava here, this is something they can eat here. They go inside, create footpath for the cattle. They enter into the farm and then they start uprooting. Then they bring in the cattle through the footpath they've created. Why they bring in the cattle through the footpath? Then they open the place and they start feeding the cattle. You know what I mean? As in, they start uprooting and the cattle continues to feed. So my advice this afternoon, like I said, this is not an arranged broadcasting. I was just sitting down and I felt, let me just say something. You see, if you are planning to plant cassava, yes, cassava is extremely high right now, expensive. Actually, in my local village, that the cassava they used to sell for 10,000 is now currently 200,000. Why? Because one, there is no availability of cassava. Why? Because most of the herders have gone to the cassava farms, they've uprooted them to feed cattle. Two, if farmers now, the ones that have mature, even now, they don't even wait for matured cassava. They uproot the small cassava that are just coming up. They just go there, uprooted everything, and they graze the cattle on it, and then they move away. Now it's something so tragic and so sad that at the end of the day you suffered for 1 year, you planted your cassava, and at the time you expected to be harvesting, to even get some penny back, to get some money back for your effort and everything, cattle come and feed on it. And funny thing, you can never get them to catch. Even if you catch these cattle, take them to the police station, they will give you token. They will offer you 10,000 naira for whatever. Yes. And the police will tell you, you better take whatever you have now or else you won't get anything. And sometimes they will tell you, what if you did not catch them? It's somehow. So now, even personally, I can't. How do I encourage people to go to farm? How do I say go to farm, go and farm? How do you tell people? Okay, you tell them to go to farm, and will you ask them to be sleeping on the farm? Will you ask them to be sick? Okay, let me tell you what happened the day before yesterday. My guys, what they need to do, since if they stay till around 10:30, the others will not come. But before morning, when we get to that farm again, they will have in the community, not just one farm. It's a community, where people plant several cassava farmlands. So they will have come before morning. So we decided 2 days ago to stay longer than usual. And funny enough, they showed up by 3 a.m. You imagine others. And the funny thing, they showed up by 3 a.m. with the cattle. When they came with the cattle, we have to run to wake everybody up. Okay, wake up, they are here. I told you it's a community, it's close to another community. Everybody wake up. Immediately they heard that people are waking up, They started running. But the team decided to follow them. They really want to know where they come from because it's like every day they've been coming for the past 2 weeks. So the team decided to follow them up. So they were the group of men in midnight. I'm talking of 3 a.m. early in the morning. They were following them. As they were following them, the guys took them to another direction. And there's a way they signal to the cattle. The cattle will run, and they too will run. So they ran, but the guys were not. They were not discouraged. We followed them. It was a long distance, midnight. So as we were getting close, as they were getting close to where those herdsmen were staying, they stay anywhere. They came from about 2 villages to our home village. When the guy said when they were approaching them, they announced they've gone far. The one that was causing trouble, the one that came to eat that night, there were some others in that location. So he ran to meet them and tell them, Itaudalo knew, let them start losing the small ones that they tied to the trees. That was how they started picking. So, but the guys still insisted they were following them. They got to where they are, but they moved and they started running away. That is, they are moving to another direction. But these people have been here for like 2-3 weeks. Have been destroying farms in our community. And you see, the worst part of it is that even if you catch cattle, you take them to the station, like I keep saying. One, there are 2 conditions. Let me tell you. If you take a cattle to the station, the herdsmen will come. They will start negotiating. They will say they will give you 10,000. If you refuse or you are too stubborn or you say, no, my farm is worth more than that or whatever, even our officers will start telling you, better collect it, waiting now. After all, you don't know whether he's the one that destroy your farm or not. That is one. The second one is this. If cattle died on your farm, you can see the injustice in this country. If a cattle died on your farm, immediately the officers will take it up and they will mandate the farmer to pay nothing less than 200,000 or 250. They will lock the farmer up.